Hey everyone, we were sent this flashlight. Let's open it up and see what's inside. All right, there is the light. There's a charging cable inside there. Clearly, I already opened the box. Little magic there of being able to show what's inside. I wanted to make sure that all the parts were there before showing it to you. All right, so we have the flashlight. Look at the size of that beam. That is a really cool housing on it. This is full machined aluminum, so really sturdy construction right out of the box here. Comes with a USB-C fast charging cable, so there's a chip in here to be able to allow this to fast charge. Pretty amazing. This here, 20 hours on the low setting is what it has when it's at a full charge. It has a hammer there or a glass breaking little spike so that you can use this for safety. And it does come off, so it does unscrew in case you don't want it on there, because if you're trying to use this in certain areas that you don't want this spike to be hitting everything, that would be kind of annoying since it does stick out. So it does come and it can unscrew from there, and then you can just not use that part there. The threads are still there. It doesn't open up to the battery compartment or anything. It's totally safe. The only thing you just need to make sure is that you're finding a nice safe place to be able to store this. Because it is so small, it potentially could get lost. So just be aware that that does come off in case you don't want it there. This thing's pretty big if you look at that. So we're looking at 10-ish inches. So it has a pretty big surface area to it, so it can really be used for a lot of security as well. It has the charging window right there to be able to plug the USB-C charger into. One thing on this is not waterproof. It is weatherproof, which means that it can get wet without any damage, but you do not submerge this one. It has the button here to be able to utilize it. Really cool about this too is that it actually does tell you what the battery charge is on it as well. It has a little LED built onto it. If it's blue, you have greater than 30% charge. If this is red, you have less than 30% charge. So good to know what it is here. How this operates is a double click turns it on, and then you can do a single click. You can see the blue light there. Single click lessens the bulb, and then another down lessens the light even more there. So we'll go through high, low, and then if you want turbo mode, double click it. Turbo mode, that is just so bright there. Up to 400-meter distance for this to be viewed of the light to be able to shine. So pretty impressive on that as well. All right, and then to turn it off, you hold down the button for 3 seconds approximately until the light turns off. 1, 2, there we go. All right, now out of the box here, the light does not work off the button. What you do is you unscrew the bottom here. Just unscrew it. It does have a little hole here to be able to put a lanyard in there. It does not come with a lanyard, so just make sure that you're aware of that. Unscrew this all the way. Really high quality. You have the machining on there so that it's really tight threads. Has an O-ring on here as well for sealing it. You can see the spring there for be able to make the connection. Now this little disc comes out of the battery compartment there, comes out of right here. And what this does is that for shipping, they don't want the light to be able to turn on, drain the battery, anything happens. So they put this little disc in there. So make sure you take that out, discard it. I'm not gonna have it in there now. And then you can screw this back on to be able to get the light to work. Right out of the box, it does come with a charge on it. So that's really nice too, in case you have it for an emergency. You really need to use it right out of the box. You do have that option. It comes with 2 rechargeable batteries here. These are both 6000 milliamp lithium ion batteries. This here is the positive connection side. You can see just a little bit of a raise on it, and this side here is flush. So make sure that the positive goes in to the flashlight, goes in there, and then the second one follows it as well. And then you screw this on. You just screw it all the way on. It has fine threads to it, so it does take a moment to be able to get it all the way screwed on, but then it's nice and tight. And then it is ready to go. If you wanted to go straight to the highest beam, Double click this twice, 1, 2, boom. Ooh, that is so bright. And then you can click it once to go down one more and one more to go down even further. All right, we've talked about the different parts of this, what this looks like, the coolness of it, the machining on it. Let's take it outside so you can see what it looks like in the dark. All right, here we go. It is pitch black right now. I have the flashlight ready to turn on. One thing to be aware of, because it is such a bright beam, do not shine it in people's eyes. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna double tap it to be able to give it the most intense light right away. Whoa, look at that. And then you can light yourself up, but just make sure you're not shining in your own eyes there. But pretty cool how bright this is. Now watch here. Okay, I have myself illuminated. I'm gonna put it down to its medium setting here, or what it calls the high beam. And then here's the low beam, and then back to high. We're gonna go to turbo mode. Double click the button to be able to do that. Really cool to be able to have such a bright light here. You can see the distance that it has and just how much light penetration goes quite the full distance there. Pretty cool, shining down in the water. You can see every little detail there inside this pool. Really nice light. And even that's on the highest beam. Now here we go with the high setting that they claim is high, and then there's the low. Still really strong beam. You can feel how much energy is coming out of this thing as well, because it does have a little warmth. I mean, LEDs that shine this bright do have a little warmth, so that's one of the reasons why this flashlight has the ribbing on it, so that it helps with the cooling side of the light. But pretty cool to be able to see just how bright this thing is. Really heavy duty. We love this, and I know you will as well.